Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. I'm trying to do a new series called Another Look, which is like if I do a first look of a game and then it upgrades or updates and it actually releases or something, I take another look at it. So here's another look at Kerbal Space Program. This is the .22 update. It has actually added a career mode now. So if we go into this, we have the career mode option. And so we can do that. We're going to do, let's see, we'll go with the old tray 028, why not? And let's see, we can pick our flag, which I don't have a custom flag. I might make one later, but I like the red one. Yeah, okay. So and we are on career, and let's take a look at this. If you didn't already see my first look episode, you might want to look at that first and start there. But yeah, okay, so here we go. Okay, so obviously the Space Center is a lot more upgraded now. The satellite dishes, I don't know if you noticed, but they were moving. They were getting to the correct position. They move every day. Very gradually, so that's kind of cool. So the space, the tracking center is different. VAB, the vehicle assembly building, is different. All of it's kind of more compact, and everything's more meshed out and looks really nice. This huge thing is the R&D complex, really cool. This is where the astronauts live, and you can hire new astronauts and stuff like that. And of course, that's the airplane hangar. This building doesn't do anything yet, but I'm sure it will by the time that the game actually releases. So, but the big thing that changed from the last time we watched is the fact that there's an R&D building, and in career mode, the R&D building is where you unlock all your parts. So the starting technology we start out with is we've got a Mark I command pod, we've got a basic LVT-30 liquid fuel engine, a small solid fuel booster, we've got a small fuel tank, some basic struts like segment builder things, and antenna, and there's no picture but a parachute. This is the parachute, that's the cone parachute that fits on top of the command pod. So, but yeah, so basically this is the stuff that we start out with, and we have to get science by completing different missions and tasks and things. And once we get 5 science, we can unlock the next tier, which is basic rocketry, and we get a little bit bigger fuel tank. We get some a different kind of form factor tank. We get a mystery goo containment unit, which is allows us to get more science. You basically subject the goo to different scenarios as you're flying your rocket around, and you can get science points from that, which is really nice. And then of course we have our first decoupler, which is really necessary for almost every rocket we'll build. So the first rocket we're going to build is kind of simple, but we'll go at it. Okay, so that's the R&D building. Let's hop into the vehicle assembly building, which, if you notice, look at this. This is way nicer. Okay, we got to pick the command pod. All right, all the little Kerbals running around and trucks and stuff everywhere. It's so much nicer of a VAB than the original. Okay, so we're going to do a small fuel tank since we don't have any trucks. Yay. We're only going to do 2 tanks, a liquid engine, and that's really, if you look, that's kind of all we've got. Oh, we do want to put a parachute on. That's for sure. Okay. And, oh, an antenna would be good. Let's put an antenna. Actually, we'll snap to angles, and then I want to kind of make it more straight up and down just for my own sanity. There we go. Cool. And yeah, so let's make this our first rocket. So let's see. First rocket. Okay, and we'll save. And I don't think any of my other rockets, no, okay, good. I have experimented with this a little bit, so, but yeah, so this is a very simple rocket. Jebediah Kerman's going to be sitting in there, and we're just going to shoot him up in the air, and then we'll launch the parachute and come down, and we'll earn at least 5 science for that, I'm fairly certain, as long as, like, nothing explodes, I think we'll learn at least 5 science. So let's launch. The music is kind of wonky. Hold on. Focus, first rocket. Okay, so here we are. We're going to throttle up. There is a little bit of SAS in the command pod, so we are going to turn on SAS so we at least go straight up. I'll probably turn it off a little. We'll probably only burn. Well, let's see. Let's have a goal. We'll go up about 2,000 meters. Yeah, 2 kilometers, and then we'll fall back down. Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh dear. Oh my. Revert. Revert to launch. Let's add a different stage there. I don't know why I did that. Here, come here. Parachute, you get on that stage, and command pod, you get on that stage. There. Okay, fixed. Goodness. All right, so we already have a bug. That's okay. We're good. Okay, so 2,000 feet or meters. 2 kilometers. Okay, here we go. Oh, we're burning through fuel. We'll not even make that. Oh, we might make that. Okay, we'll make that. Alright. So 2,000 there. Oh, we're going to make 3,000. Alright. 3 kilometers. See how far we get. Oh. 3,457. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of push ourselves this way a little bit so that we don't land right back on top of the landing pad. I don't want to do that. And actually we'll pull this way a bit too. I'm not going to launch my... We're very gradually coming down here. Let's do that. Okay, we're falling again. Good. Let's go ahead and launch our chute. It's good enough of a spot in the grassy areas. There we go. And we'll want to throttle up our engine just a little bit to bring that down to about, I don't know, 5 or 6 meters per second, so that we're not coming at the surface of the planet that fast. Oh, and there's our shadow. So let's go ahead and throttle up a little bit, get that vertical acceleration down a little bit. Yeah, that should be a nice soft landing. Okay, voila. Now we've landed, and now we can recover vessel. And let's see what we get. Recovery of a vessel that survived a flight, plus 5 science. Yes, we did it. We made science. Okay, so with that 5 science, we can now get the basic rocketry, which has a larger fuel tank, a smaller form factor fuel tank, some mystery goo to do sciencey experiment stuff, and a stack decoupler. So let's research that. Oh, and now we get 3 different ones. Now, these are different ones. You kind of want to always go with the leftmost one first and then move your way to the right. So survivability is kind of the one you want to go for first. And then you can go with, even though it kind of depends. All of these are really good to have. The stability one's good because of the radial decouplers. You can actually start to make some bigger rockets, but at the same time, it's nicer to have the more efficient engine, and this engine actually has thrust vectoring, which means that the engine itself can help correct course correction instead of just relying on the command pod to try and move the whole rocket around. So that's nice, but I think you almost always want to go with survivability. The landing struts and the smaller or the more efficient engine in space is really what you wanted to get. So okay, so but all we've got is this now. So let's go back and we'll create a better rocket, and I will let you see that in super fast mode. Um, so I won't subject you to having to watch me painstakingly make it. So here it goes. Okay, here we are with the Kerbal Rocket Mark 1. I've attached 4 mystery goo science containers there. I've put these 4 booster or 4 rockets here. This design worked well the last time I did it, but I don't know if it'll work well again. We'll have to see. But here goes nothing, I guess. So. Alright, let's see what happens when we try to launch this. I think all the stuff is in the right staging. Yes, it is. Good. Okay. Yep, there we go. Alright, so let's try and launch this. See what happens. Oh goodness. We'll just try and get as high up into the orbit as we can. We've got good survivability since we've got decouplers. So if worse comes to worse, we can just decouple this and it'll be okay. So, yeah, alright. So we'll throttle up, and we'll turn SAS on, and... Oh, that's loud. Good. That. What's it doing? Oh no! It's a little off balance. Going the wrong direction. Oh my. Here, let's do that. Let's try and take a little. Let's try and calm down a little bit here. Just calm it down. Calm it down. Okay. Oh my goodness. This vessel moves so slowly. Let's get it on the 45 mark here. If we can. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, stop. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. Stop. Okay, so let's throw it back up. 90 is pretty good. We are once again spinning out of control. Why always with the spinning? I don't know. Okay, so now let's do another mystery goop. And we have the goo seems to have clumped up into a sphere. Keep. Why are you doing that? Stop it. Stop it. That thing is going crazy. But that's okay. Alright. Well, we definitely need to burn to try and get our orbit right. Oh. Resources. $93 and $89. Yeah, I think that's the best we can do. Alright, we have got a circular orbit. Okay. So, I think we want to do a crew report. It seems we are very much in space right now. The sky seems to be mostly below us. We can transmit that. Alright, and we got 5 science. See, a little antenna goes out? That is so cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and observe another mystery goo. The goo seems to have clumped into a sphere. Yep, keep data. Alright. So, we have quite a bit of fuel. I wonder if we can do anything crazy. Maybe, like, have, like, a really, really wonky orbit. And see what we do whenever we're in high orbit, maybe? Yeah, let's do that. So, let's, actually, let's go back out here. Let's go into that at our apoapsis. Actually, no. I don't want to do it on our apoapsis. Let's do it at our periapsis when we're more velocity. We got more velocity on our hands. Let's bring that out. Oh, yeah. And that's only an 11-second burn. See, gotten all the efficiency right here. Okay. And then what we'll do is when we're out here, we'll burn retro and bring the periapsis into the planet, and we'll land. That's the plan. Okay. All right. We have a plan. Ooh, but our orbit's like terribly off. We could do this, and we could hold the phone. Okay, so before we do that, let's add a maneuver here to correct our inclination. And see, that is the descending, so we want to ascend. We want to get it about 0.0 is what we want. 0.0. Alright. Okay, so we'll do that first. And it's a 1-second burn. So that will not be hard to accomplish. Let's see. Where are you at? Marker? There you are. Okay. Yeah, which makes sense, because we're burning north. Yep, we're burning north. Okay. There's that. Let's straighten up our nav ball. And then what I like to do, and it's really cool, you can go into IVA, which is the actual pilot's view out of the cockpit. So this is our command pod, really tightly fit. But what we can do is we can zoom in on our nav ball and really tune in that marker onto our reticle. Perfect. Look at that. That is perfect. Okay. So now we should be perfectly tuned in, and we have to wait 11 minutes, but we can fast forward that a bit. And it's only a 1-second burn, so I'm not going to throttle up very much. I'm probably going to start at 5 seconds or so and kind of throttle up very gently. What are you doing? Okay, well, that's fine. Now what we can do is we can kind of try to auto adjust that so we can get it as close as we can. Good. 0.5 meters per second is not bad. Okay, so now if we set our the moon is the target, what's our inclination? It is 0.1, not too bad. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Okay. It's not that important anyway. Okay, so periapsis, we are gonna burn prograde, get out to, let's make it 2.5, that's fine. 2.5 million kilometers, or 2.5 million meters, excuse me. So, let's see, 2.5 million meters, that's 2.5 thousand kilometers. Yeah, 2.5 thousand kilometers, I think. So basically, 25,000. I don't know. It's really far away. I can't do math in my head at the moment. So, okay. So now we're going to point our ship at that maneuver and dial it in. Really dial it in. Perfect. Good. And then we would have to wait 5 minutes, but we're going to fast forward again, and hopefully I won't overshoot like last time. 3 or 2, 1. Okay. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll instead of waiting till right at when I'm supposed to start burning, because the way that it records it or calculates the maneuver is it does like an average of how much delta force needs to happen right that instant, and so I like to split it. So T-5, I'll start the 10-second burn, and then in theory we should be done with that burn at T+5 or so. And actually we can follow that a little bit to correct some. This isn't that important since we're not really doing much outside of our own orbit, but if I were doing like interplanetary stuff, I would definitely want to follow that just like I did just there and get it just exactly. So that's fine. So we have a 90,000 periapsis and a 2.5 million apoapsis, which is what we wanted. Okay, so let's fast forward out there. Slowly make our way up there. A little faster. And once we meet our apoapsis, we'll do a crew report and we'll do a couple goos, and then we'll try and land safely on the planet. Okay. So we'll do there. That's good enough for me. So let's see, where's Kerbal? Aha. So let's do a crew report. It's very round. Okay, so let's transmit that. Good. 5 science added. Perfect. And then we shall do our last goo. The goo feels right at home. Keep data. Okay, good. Oh dear. I didn't notice that we ran out of fuel. I did not notice such things. Well, um, whoops. Where's our retrograde marker? It's prograde. Ah. Well, okay. Well, let's do the maximum amount of thrust we can possibly get. Let's shut down the engine. We'll throttle up. And then we'll activate. Oh my, that was not enough. Oh wait, it was. Oh my gosh, I actually pulled it off. That's kind of cool. Okay. That's not bad. Alright, we're going to aero brake now. We actually dipped down into the atmosphere, so we're going to aero brake. And we should, in theory, be able to actually do that. Okay, so let's... Oh, right, I can't fast forward while I'm throttled up. Excuse me. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if it actually works. It may aero brake us, bring our apoapsis down, and then we may have to aero brake again. But we will definitely land eventually. It might take us a couple rounds, but we will definitely get there. Okay, so let's go. All right, let's see what's our altitude. Okay, so we're going to skim across the surface of the atmosphere. And actually, let's turn retrograde for this. All right. As we dip down into the atmosphere, let's physical time warp up a little bit. Let's get down into the more thicker parts of the atmosphere. We aero brake a little bit. Oh, but we didn't aero brake very much, did we? Not hardly at all. Let's see. How's our apoapsis? It's still decreasing, but it only decreased by like 200,000 meters. And our periapsis... Oh, man. That's... It might take a lot of tries. I thought that the atmosphere was a little bit thicker at 49,000. I was incorrect. Apparently. Well, let's do this. Let's fast forward a little bit. We're back out in space. Okay. So let's hurry up. We're going to fling around. Come back. Okay. Now let's see how much we aero brake this time. Probably not much. Well, see, I went with just the small tank on this one. I should have went with two bigger ones, but I just went with the small and the half because I wanted to be a little bit smaller form factor. Dang it. All right, that's fine. So let's hurry up. Let's see how much we aero brake here. Not enough. Let's look. Okay, our periapsis is going down, but not by much. Our apoapsis, however, keeps going down, which is good. We'll keep arrow breaking, but not by enough. We really needed to get down to like 30, I bet, is really what we needed. Darn. Darn, darn, darn. There's the base there. Yeah, we're going back up again, aren't we? Yep. Unfortunately, we're going to take damage whenever we actually drop. There's our shadow. But, let's see. Let's see what happens. This engine might have a higher impact tolerance than I think it will, but... Hey, our science stuff survived! Sweet. Okay. Good, good. Oh, look at all that. 51 science. We got Mystery Goo Observation, high over Kerbin, 10 science. Mystery Goo Observation while in space near Kerbin, 10 science. Mystery Goo Observation while in space near Kerbin, 4 science. The same value, or excuse me, same data, but lesser value because it's a repeat. And then Mr. Goo while flying at Kerbin, 7 science. Good. Recover vessel returned from Kerbin orbit. Yep. Very cool. Alright. So we're definitely going to get survivability. We're going to get stability. And then we have exactly 18... Oh no, that's 20 now. I forgot that was 20. So we can't get quite the better rocket and everything, but that's okay. Well, that mission kind of showed you what we're trying to do, and this kind of puts a pace to the game so that you know kind of the scale of rockets, and you can learn and kind of trial and error on your own kind of a thing. Exactly what you need to do and how to progress your rockets forward and everything. So yeah, let's see, for the stability, no, general construction, we've got struts, which are very important, launch stability enhancer, radial decouplers, which are like the ones that push out a little bit, and a tri-stack tri-coupler, which puts a 1 to 3 adapter kind of thing. Flight control, the Stay Putnik probe, the Mark 1 cockpit, alright, and the inline reaction wheel. And our first battery, a Science Junior, which is like a better science thing, which is good. You can get more science out of your different things like that. Another comms satellite. This one's a little bit better, obviously. So yeah, science tech, flight control, and general construction. But we still want to get general rocketry first because we want that better engine. The Separatrons are nice, and of course, we can make use of the larger boosters. The smaller boosters really don't do much for you. They do on small rockets, but there's really no reason to even have them, in my opinion. Unless you're doing, like, really, like, well, you could probably use them for, like, moon or Minmus burns, but I wouldn't use them for much else. So, okay. Well, there you go, guys. I hope that enlightened you a little bit. And again, this is another look. This is the Point 22 update of Kerbal Space Program. I'm that one gaming nerd guy, and if you like the video, please like and favorite. And I'll see you again in the next one. Thanks, guys.